Y'all come on back in here. I know what y'all doing. Know exactly what you're doing. I know exactly what you're doing. Y'all not gonna stop me. You want to, but you can't. You want to so bad. I gotta make me a new logo. You want to so bad, YouTube. You ain't slick. I know what y'all doing. I know what you're doing. You did it on the video before this one, the other one. This is the third video I done thus far. Yeah. Hey, Pam. See, when I be exposing these bullshit racist narratives that these people be doing, I told y'all Miguel be out here for real. I told Shelton a while ago. Like, YouTube be over here cop blocking like crazy. They don't care, bro. Yeah, I started getting too real. Because these people are a bunch of flaming fucking hypocrites. 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 I'm telling y'all, that's what it is. YouTube always come when you start telling that real. When you start telling that real, cause see, I'll show y'all and show y'all exactly why. Hold on, I'll show y'all. Smell that smell. La 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 lava, chicken. Steve's lava chicken, yeah, tasty as hell. Ooh, mama, see tonight you're ringing the bell. They ain't have no problem with that. None. They had no problem with that. With them dehumanizing George Floyd when that fent kicks in and him liking chicken and shit like that. All these racial tropes and shit. That's what they do, bro. That's what they do. And they allow it to happen. And they don't give a fuck about it happening. They don't care. But as soon as we start talking about this motherfucking Peckerwood putting his fucking hands on somebody we ain't have the right to, nor he had any business violating this kid's fucking personal space. Oh, now all of a sudden I got buffering issues. Now people can't hear what I got to fucking say. YouTube, you ain't fucking slick. We been on to your monkey ass. We been on to you for the longest. For the absolute longest. You done froze 2 of my videos today already. When I start dropping real truth bombs on your head. I ain't saying nothing but the truth and showed you receipts. I have showed you nothing but receipts. They done dehumanize and demoralize George Floyd for the longest. I can't tell you how many disgusting memes and shit these goofballs have ever said for real. I want y'all to hear it. I want y'all to hear it.
This is all about who the jury is. This will all be determined by the jury. If the racial factors were reversed, if a white man had killed an unarmed black man, everybody would be on the reverse side of this. We live in a society where everything is judged by race. You know, the Bible says to judges and prosecutors, don't recognize people, just do abstract justice. We're way, way, way beyond that. If the racial elements were reversed there, virtually all the people who are calling for him to be acquitted would be calling for him to be convicted, and vice versa. Let's not kid ourselves. We live in a race-conscious society, and jury selection, which, of course, your other guest is so brilliant at and did so well in the Zimmerman case, is determining the outcome of this case, without a doubt.
If this shit was reversed, do you think black people will be defending somebody, a black person? Let's entertain Alan Dershowitz fucking bullshit ass fucking narrative, right? He said the only reason, if the racial roles have been reversed, then it'll be outrage all over the country, blah 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 blah. No, it wouldn't have. No, it wouldn't have. It would not have. Nope, it wouldn't have. If it came out that a black man, a black 220-pound twin boys, walked up on a white boy minding his business, and the white boy tells the black boys, don't put your hands on me, and they proceeded to do it anyway, and that white kid pulls out a knife and stabs said black boys, you think black people gonna be out here enraged and shit? No, they're not. They're not. Because black people know how to hold each other accountable. And that's what they hate. We ain't you. I hate bullies. Right, Acondo. Do y'all think that if the racial roles were reversed and two black boys was bullying a white boy minding his fucking business, you think black people are gonna be over here cutting flips and shit and all this and justifying him doing some bullshit? No. We ain't never ever acted like that. Anytime, if that were the case, every time somebody when Pop Smoke got killed, we would have been oh man, see. When George Floyd got killed, nobody would have protested. Matter of fact, when this stupid motherfucker fails to realize there was a white boy that got killed in Texas by a police officer. He was unarmed, had his hands in the air, and got shot. Guess who marched for him? Black folks. Let me Google. Jordan Edwards. No, not Jordan Edwards. Not him. Not him. Jordan Edwards. It's a different one. I'm gonna find that news story. It's a shame when you Google unarmed person killed by police, all you see is black people. Yeah, Carpe Diem. He tried to frame it like it was 1-on-1. No, it was 2-on-1. That's why he felt threatened. Eric Garner. These motherfuckers, they picked at him saying he couldn't breathe. Made memes about him. Michael Brown, same thing with him. Tamir Rice, a baby, 12 years old, got murdered in Cleveland, Ohio. Eric Harris got shot in the back while he was on the ground in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Walter Scott, shot in North Charleston, South Carolina. Freddie Gray got internally decapitated. Alton Sterling, Philando Castile, Stephon Clark, Botham Jean, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Dante Wright, Patrick Lyoya got shot in the back in Grand Rapids, Michigan. They made fun. They made memes about these people. But they ain't gonna say nothing about that. Oh, it's a man. A Tatiana Jefferson was babysitting her nephew, got murdered in her house for nothing. I ain't heard about that, and Jesse, I ain't heard about that one yet. That's crazy. It's crazy. That's crazy.
office. Administration officials made it very clear that El Salvador is responsible for Mr. Abrego Garcia, yet El Salvador's president said we're not going to do anything with him. So my question is, who is responsible for this man and where he's going to end up?
Well, no. First of all, President Bukele said that he is not going to smuggle a foreign terrorist back into the United States of America, as many in this room in the Democrat Party seemingly want him to do. Abrego Garcia was a foreign terrorist. He is an MS-13 gang member. He was engaged in human trafficking. He illegally came into our country.
Y'all hear that lie? Those lies she just told? If I was Abrego Garcia, if he's still alive, sadly, if he's still alive and he gets back here, I would sue the fuck out this bitch and sue the White House and sue ICE, sue all these motherfuckers. I'm talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. Just lying. Human trafficking, smuggling, lies.
And so deporting him back to El Salvador was always going to be the end result. There is never going to be a world in which this is an individual who's going to live a peaceful life in Maryland, because he is a foreign terrorist and a MS-13 gang member. Not only have we confirmed that, President Bukele yesterday in the Oval Office
Where's your fucking evidence? Where's your evidence?
Confirmed that as well. So he went back to his home country, where he will face consequences for his gang affiliation and his engagement in human trafficking. I'm not sure what is so difficult about this for everyone in the media to understand, and it's appalling, truly appalling, that there has been so much time covering this alleged human trafficker and
lie. Another fucking lie. Y'all want to know the irony and all this shit? What this bitch just said? They literally brought Andrew Tate here, who's a actual human trafficker and a fucking chomo. They literally brought Andrew Tate and his brother here, who are literal fucking human traffickers. And they assault young girls. Told women, oh, if you get sexually assaulted, it's your fault. You welcomed it. The fuck? Lying about this man. Trying to dehumanize him so that people don't feel sympathy when they find out this man is already dead. Good riddance. He was an MS-13 member anyway. Did the world a better job? Lying. Fucking lies. First, they said it was an administrative error. It goes to a federal court. Federal court tells them they can't deport him. They deport him anyway. Then the Supreme Court rules 9-0 to get this man back to his fucking family. And they're using every excuse as to why they won't bring this man back. What the fuck, bruh? No fucking evidence at all. All they had to do is get on TV and fucking lie. That's all she did. That's all this blunt, dumbass bitch did. That's all that bitch done. That's all she did. Because of this orange Cheeto dust face fuck. Yeah. Nope. The world is going to hate us because of this orange pile of shit. Now, y'all, the world, I'm talking to the world now.
There's no question that Marjorie Taylor Greene is really dumb. But maybe she's not quite as dumb as we all originally thought. Because let's take a look at this. This is unusual. Yesterday, politician Marjorie Taylor Greene said that people panicking over tariffs are losers and failures. Today, she disclosed over a dozen stock purchases, purchasing hundreds of thousands of numerous stocks she bought when the market was deeply red. Unusual. And what I want to say to this is exactly MAGA. They play dumb and they play red meat to their base when it benefits them. And then all of a sudden she's able to learn how to game the system in the stock market, which obviously this is illegal and we need to have insider trading. And she claims to be this big Christian and she's this big Jesus lady. And here she is breaking laws and gaming the system. Here's another post regarding her. Marjorie Taylor Greene bought Restoration Hardware during the tariff dip. It caught our attention because it was her first time ever buying the stock. It is up 27% today after the announcement of the tariff pause. A couple of things here. When I'm not a podcaster, I'm an interior designer. And I was very upset to see that Restoration Hardware CEO is a big MAGA guy. And I want...
See? Hey, but such is life, though, right?
And lastly, sir, we have an executive order demanding that grown men stop wearing skinny jeans.
That's a big one, huh? A lot of people are waiting for this for years.
Fucking dummies. Somebody AI deep faked that one. Hurt his leg how? Like, did he like tear a ligament or something? He can go to a doctor, cause the Mission Act allows us to go to any doctor that we want to. Big boss, what's up with it, man? Yeah, insider trading is the same thing, the same reason why Martha Stewart went to prison. Same reason why Martha Stewart went to prison herself. Yeah, just take him to like a urgent care. He can be seen in one of those. Or the Mission Act. The Mission Act allows us to go to whatever hospital we want to. Yeah, let's take him there. Get his niece off. It's all about. I know that. I know how that feels. I tore my meniscus up in my left knee. That shit fucking hurt. Fucking Stephen Miller looks like a fucking goofball. Stephen Miller looks like a demon. He literally looks like a demon. I'm older than him, but he looks way older than me. That man has not been charged with no crime at all. All they needed to do was find some bullshit reason to start sending people to El Salvador, and they found it. We can just get on. They can just get on TV and say, "Hey, such and such is a terrorist. He's with MS-13 or Tigo Aragua. Either one of those." That's exactly what they can do. But no proof. No proof, no court case, no due process, no nothing. That's all they got to do. That's it. That is it. Now, they have been deposed by the Supreme Court now that they had ignored their order. So, yeah. I'm telling y'all, Donald Trump, this orange fucking dumbass, is going to push us into a revolution. And it's going to be a mean one. It's going to be a mean one. A mean one. I'm just warning y'all now. Because if he can do this to Mr. Garcia, then he's going to try to do that on American citizens. Everything I try to tell people about before this fucking election is happening. How these fucking Trump tards would love nothing more but to send our black asses to prison, to fucking fields to be slaves again. That's what they want. That is what they want. But anyways, I gotta get off here. You guys have a good night. Sorry for me having to start mini videos and shit, cause these fucking goofy ass goofballs at Google want to disrupt my live stream, but you ain't stopping no show here. But y'all be smooth, man. All right.